Hello, howdy, everybody, and welcome back to Talking Schmacked. I am your host with the Schmucks Very High Life, and it is currently 3 in the morning. It is July 18th, so it is now Friday, July 18th, as recording of this podcast, and we are smoking on strawberries and cream by Grown Rogue. I hope where are my manners? Where's my? Well, I hope you guys are having a good time. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for listening. I hope you're smoking right now. I hope you feel me. You snuggled up in your bed. You feel me. Got your pen under the cover, or maybe you got your some. You got your J or something. Hopefully you're watching this as smacked as I am. I decided to randomly start I've been in my room all night. I get off work like around 11 every night. This time I got off like 10 something. So I get home I get home like an hour after I get off. So I got off work at like 10 something. Got home around like 11:30 something, you feel me? I've been just sitting in my bed for like good hour or two. Just like, I wouldn't even say like thinking, just like scrolling Twitter with my broken fucking phone. For those watching the video version, I'm gonna show you my phone. There's my beautiful girlfriend as my wallpaper. But look at my phone, dude. We're gonna get into that story. Let's just start first. I hope you guys are having a great time. Listen, like whenever you're listening to this, I hope it's like nighttime or daytime, morning. Whenever you're listening to, I hope you're having a good fucking time listening to this or watching this, which I don't, what I'm saying. Goal of the show really just felt like a smoke session with you and I. Give you a sense of how I am in person, smoking and shit. Like, this is our rotation. We are the rotation. That's us. We in here, and you smoking, you listening to me ramble. You might have some shit to add. You might be that high. Like, you'll say something like, aha, I don't know. I'm completely schmacked off of strawberries and cream. I'm pretty sure I already said it. But this is a Sativa Dominant Hybrid. Really feels good. It gives you that creativeness in here with that, like, it feels like one of those glidey highs, but when you have an idea, you're gonna like think on it, or if you're like a goofy person like I am, you're gonna just think of some goofy shit. Like last night, I tweeted, what if you encounter aliens? Like the alien is a DoorDasher. Like, you feel me, get your food from old dude, and you're like, oh shit, damn, I ain't get a straw. Yeah, yo, you gotta get a straw, and the nigga's in alien form. That's what happens when you smoke this. You think of shit. Well, that's just me. If you are a goofy person that think of shit when you're high, this is a strain that could really turn that gear. Because what? An alien as a DoorDasher? Now, granted, it sounds funny. Okay, I wouldn't say it sounds funny. Watching that situation go down, maybe funny. Being a part of it, I would probably fucking pass out. I don't know what I would do if because you're hungry already. Yeah, you just want your food, and it's an alien. It's like, wow. Oh shit, you're like, whoa. I don't know for those, if you're listening audio only, I've been like making think of like I'm a little teapot, but instead of my hand being like, wait, I don't even know the teapot dance. Fuck it, we're gonna just restart the pose. I am trying to create in the dances that, I don't know, man. My arms are up, and it looks like I hit a fucking 3. My wrist bent, and then the back arm, the elbow out. Oh my goodness. Welcome to Talking Schmacked. I don't even. Anywho, that's what you get here. That's what you get here. They're just in the goofy mood, man. So yeah, that's strawberries and cream. I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason why it took so long for a follow-up episode of Talking Schmacked is because I was running low on weed. I wanted to have enough weed to where I could smoke some on stream, maybe smoke some in my off time, and record an episode of Talking Schmacked. That's where I was at last week. I was not there. We were on E. Like, no fiend shit, right? But like, when you get to the bottom of a cart, you know what I'm saying? You look at it, you see like a little smudge, and like, so you're like, I think we can get somebody. You get the hit in that bitch, and it tastes like the factory it was made in. We was around that part. We was getting down bad, but it was on some like, I just wanted to see. You feel me? I wasn't like craving. I just wanted to see. Cause I was like, fine, I'll be bored. But I'm like, damn, I don't got, like, I had like a little weed left. I was running low. And, we cleaned out the car. I was like, fuck it, maybe I have a good hit in there. And the hit, like the empties, like the leftovers was kinda lasting me a few days. I'm like, damn, okay, we getting some. Just in case I want to feel the high out, got a little emergency. That's just, hey, I just wanted to see, and it got me to this point. I enjoy being high because it makes things fun. Like, I'm not saying things aren't fun high or not high, but for someone, when you do it recreationally, and when you have a plan, like, I want to smoke, and then just like be goofy, funny. That's why, like, I smoke for that reason. Like, I don't smoke my, not no shade or not to diss anybody who smokes it when they're sad and shit, because I understand. Trust me, I get it. But I don't want y'all to think I'm like that. When I'm sad, I probably don't want to smoke, low key, because I feel like, to me, it might make it worse for me. You know what I'm saying? I like to smoke when I'm ready to be in a goofy mood. And that tells you a lot about me, because I'm always trying to be in a goofy mood, which is why I'm always trying to be high. This is what the first episode I thought was going to be. I'm going straight off top for however long I want. That's the joy of a podcast. I don't really have topics lined up. I mean, since we are on the topic of topics, I do have I wanted to record an episode the week of July 4th because I wanted to talk about Joey Chestnut and how I would actually talk about how I woke up to a text from Chris, shout out to Chris, Shop Tiger Driver, about the hot dog eating contest. Either Chris or J-Rose, someone texted the group chat about the hot dog eating contest. I'm like, word? I got out of bed, opened up the laptop. I'm like, shit, fuck it. Because I had to work this day. I had to work on July 4th. And I'm like, fuck it. I'll smoke a little something and watch the goddamn, I'll watch the fucking hot dog eating contest. And I was entertained. I'm like, yo, this shit about to be, I didn't even watch all of it. I watched to the point, like, when I started watching is when it was about to go down. It was like when they was introducing the competitors. And what made me want to watch it more is that a wrestler by the name of Hot Dog Starks, who wears a hot dog costume, like his gear, he has gear, but then he has a hot dog over it. You feel me? Incredible. He also goes by the Bundertaker. Like, he like, this is, and it's like, I haven't been able to watch a full match of his, but I just follow him on Twitter and I like try to watch shit through GIFs. And this is one of my favorite wrestlers off of principle. Your name is Hot Dog Starks. What do you that's like literally when J-Rose said the words Hot Dog Starks, I was like, that is my favorite wrestler. It's like, Hot Dog Starks? I'm like, no. But the name alone made me a favorite, made me a fan of his. And that's one of my favorites to watch. Or to just support, too. I'm sorry. I'm quite hold on. I get a swing. It was a wilder. You know, well, this is the joy. This is the goal, to get bonked and talk about whatever comes off top. But anyways, the hot dog Starks was there. That was the point I was about to make. Hot dog Starks was at the hot dog eating contest because another pro wrestler by the name of, like, I forgot his name off top. I know his nickname is Megabyte. And I can't remember, it's like Ron, so I don't remember. Hold on, we're gonna look this up, because now I feel bad not following the story as closely as I should. You know? It's like, I know it's Megabyte something. I don't want to get it wrong off the first try. Ron, see, I wanted to say Ron, but I didn't want to get that wrong. Megabyte, damn it, my phone, I gotta use the reachability feature. You know, I gotta pull down the screen so I can see, because obviously, if you're watching the video version, how did I break my phone? Quick little side story. Couple nights ago on Twitch, or no, last week on Twitch, we were doing our patented cannabis-infused general manager mode on SmackDown vs. Raw, Schmacked Down Live, and it's tradition to do a little dance when the SmackDown intro comes on. We getting hyped, we getting, you know, saying I'm basically what I'm doing for those watching the video version. I'm gonna give you an exact recreation of the events that happened. But if you're audio listening only, then I'm sitting here in twerk position, you know, hands on my knees. You know, if you want to watch the audio version over on my alternate channel, Zeri High Life on YouTube, this is what's happening. And I'm just, you know, saying, boom, you feel me? To the 2005-2006 SmackDown theme song, and I will rise. And at one point, you know, I'm feeling the music, you know, I'm just getting it, right? I take my hat off, not this current hat I'm wearing, but another hat I own. Take the hat off, I slam it on the bed, you know, because I'm feeling the music, right? Well, I have a pin on the side of my hat that is thick as fuck, right? Sweet ass pin. It's point blank just fucked my phone up, and the clip is available on my Twitch at Zeri High Life as well, on twitch.tv, Zeri High Life as well, and my Twitter. But this happened at the start of the stream. This happened at the start of the stream, dog. Craziness. Anyways, Megabyte Ron, I don't remember, damn it, that's, okay, was in the competition, okay, damn. But Hot Dog Starks and Megabyte Ronnie is feuding, right? But it was also like a, I'm gonna support you, brother thing, you know what I'm saying? It's like, our world of wrestling was united. I did the Wakanda, I didn't mean to do the Wakanda, anyways, Joey Chestnut is a wild man. That is a crazy, I don't even know, I don't have words for the performance Joey Chestnut gives every time he steps up to the table, dude. This man breaks his own records damn near every time. Like I'm watching this and I'm like learning the lore. I'm like, oh shit. I'm trying to go to the hot dog contest, bro. I'm trying to be there. I don't want to compete because I enjoy my okay. You know what? We're gonna stop that sentence right there. We're gonna stop that sentence right there. I'm gonna eat my hot dogs. I ain't gonna rush them. I'm not trying to break any numbers. I'm just trying to eat. You feel me? I gotta bag up. I gotta put it in reverse for this conversation. Every time we go forward, we make it. Anywho, Joey Chestnut ate 76 fucking hot dogs, man. That's incredible. You know, it like I would be mad as hell if I host a kickback, hot dogs and burgers available. Hey, bro, can you buy some extra hot dogs because one of my boys coming over. One of your boys is coming over, you know. My guy Joey Chestnut is pulling up, and we need to buy some extra hot dogs. Like, I want to know if Joey Chestnut eats multiple dogs at family functions like this. Like, I want to know if he just fucking like, hey y'all, 20, you know, like just dropping little numbers at family events just because he knows he can, or like because I don't know much about Joey Chestnut or competitive eaters, because like when I hear training and whatnot, I want to know, well, maybe I don't want to know. I don't want to see the training process. I just want to know if you out here putting up these stats at the family functions, or are they aware you're coming so they bring more food just because, or is it a normal, like, you know, hey, everybody relax, I'm not going to eat all the hot dogs, you know, like, I want to know what that dynamic is, because I feel like there has to be that conversation. There has to be that conversation of, don't eat all the fucking hot dogs when you're standing around the barbecue pit trying to talk about something else. Like, I feel like you get some looks and you get some comments from hating ass family members. Oh, look at this nigga over here eating all these hot dogs. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just a thought I have. That, like, because that's crazy. That's a crazy amount to put down. And if you're doing that as a champion, like when LeBron plays basketball, he's still good. I'm talking like at a random gym. He just, I'm gonna shoot a three. You feel me? When Joey Chestnut goes to a party, is he putting down at least 7? Like, what are the numbers for this dude? That's the real questions. I don't even know why I feel fired up about this. Cause like my tone has changed to like, just vibing to like, damn, dude, so many hot dogs, bro. I feel like I'm a person at the cookout I was just talking about. With all these fucking hot dogs? Joey, for real? For the kids? You bringing your own? Maybe he is bringing his own hot dog so he can show the fuck out. Or maybe he just limits himself to 3. 3 to 4. A normal ass amount of hot dogs. 4 low-key pushing it. I see, for me, what the best way to do it, if it's like a little barbecue type shindig, you feel me? Get 1 starter, you feel me? Before all the food ready, like, hey, is a hot dog ready? 1 of them. Then, like an hour or so, or like the next 30. When the food ready, when everything is ready, we got hot dogs, hamburgers, you know what I'm saying, baked beans. Don't even get me. Hey yo, I'll tell you what. If they had a little hot dogs and beans eating contest, I will go to that. I still wouldn't compete because I will simply just enjoy my meal. I'm gonna be on everybody's fucking just being a savage, just eating hot dogs and beans and to get everywhere. You'll see me scrolling Twitter, hot dog at a time, maybe get a spoon, drizzle some beans on top, get a dip too, so all the beans fall off, so now my bun is kind of beany, you know what I'm saying? Got that bean juice on there, but a few baked beans is on the hot dog, and I dip the hot dog in the beans. Boy, I'm getting hungry. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm getting hungry. We need to move on from that. Bro, if they're like, I'll do it, man. I mean, I feel like that's just such a smaller section of the hot dog eating contest. It feels like just recreational events. Please tell me they got like just the recreational hot dog eating tables at the festival, like, cause there has to be more shit to do at this hot dog eating contest. There literally has to be games, or I don't know, hot dog stands obviously, but there has to be little tables. Hey, how many hot dogs can you eat? But hey, I don't know, because motherfuckers might try to push themselves. They throwing up and shit. I'm sorry, listeners. I ain't even want to bring that up. I'm sorry. That's on me. I'm sorry. Man, this is a podcast. I hope y'all are enjoying this, man. Oh my goodness. Shout out Joey Chestnut, bro. I feel like another good thing about this podcast I would enjoy, or not I would enjoy, that a goal of mine is to convey the effects to you. Like, you see how I am off of this compared to last episode straight. Like, I want you to, because I'm still a goofy person, but I want people to see it in effect or just connect to the effect. Ooh, that sounded like some bars. I don't know if it was or not, because, you know, under the influence and whatnot. Oh my goodness. Had to get some of that water. It's always important to stay hydrated, man. Like, in general, but during the rotation, bro. Drinking water. I try to make sure I always eat before I smoke, because I see a lot of people don't eat anything like all day and then they smoke and they wait to eat. I don't think that's good. I hear that literally, like, is not good for you. You know? And I can understand that you kind of lose out on a sober appetite. You, like, it's kind of, it falls into a category of, like, I don't even know. I don't know. It just feels like you'll get sick that way. Maybe like I hear people like throwing up their food because I don't know. But I try to make sure I eat. Well, I'm sorry about the talk. We ain't gonna talk about that no more. I feel like I just want to eat beforehand. You know, maybe not too much from I got the itis, but I just want to eat some. Make sure I'm not empty inside. like no water, dehydrated. You don't want to smoke dehydrated. That's a horrible fucking idea. Like, going on walks. I've been on a walk before I was smoking, and I didn't realize I was like dehydrating myself. I had an overwhelming fucking high of emotions. I was crying and shit. I was like high as fuck. You don't want to do that. You want to stay hydrated and feel good. And I want Talking Schmack we just have a good time, and we learn strains along the way. I like the educational side of cannabis and weed. Well, like, you know, but like, you know what I'm saying? I like learning about weed, and I like to read the effects and feel the effects and report on the effects, review this shit, you know? That's what Zeri High Life originally started as, like just a goal to entertain and educate at the same time. And then my Twitter account got suspended. That's literally what happened. This account, I think I'm pretty sure I talked about it in the last episode, but I cannot be honest with y'all. I feel like this is the second episode. I feel like we can be a little honest. I was not proud. Okay, I wouldn't say I wasn't proud, but like I was very iffy on the first episode. Like I felt, and then like I was editing and I realized the audio track, I had an error in it, and that just shows you how I think about things. Is like that procrastination I have. Like once I do film something and I start to not fuck with it a little bit, I try my hardest to fight that urge to scrap it, because once I start scrapping shit, I'll feel like I've scrapped too many projects and I get on this whole and like a dry spell of content because I feel like I'm procrastinating and I don't have any ideas, and then it's because I fucked up the other idea and I start overthinking it. That's what I feel like happened a lot, and that was about to happen with Talking Schmack, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just push this video out. And then I was like, damn, I like, and then people were like, oh fuck, that was great, I love this episode. I'm like, oh, what? Okay, I'm gonna try to make sure this next episode is better. And here we are, a couple weeks later, and I'm going off the top about literally anything. No format, I was just in the bed before I started this. I took a fucking a surprisingly good hit. Like, it was only one hit that I'm off of right now, and it's been quite some time. And I'm still feeling good. Honestly, I don't think my eyes have been open this whole podcast. For those watching my bad. For those watching the video version, I don't think my eyes have just been that open. I don't know. I feel like I was derailing there it is. I know. The train outside put me back on the tracks. You put me there, y'all. I don't know if the mic is picking up. There's a train outside. Put me back on the tracks. My Zeri High Life Twitter account was really shit posting while I'm high and just talking about strains I'm smoking and shit like that. That's what it was gonna be, and that's what it was for a little bit. I had like 300 some followers. Then X3 got suspended, like the Twitter account. My X3 Twitter account got suspended. I was kind of hurt by it because I had that Twitter account for like 10 years. Like no. When was WrestleMania 26? 2010. Yes. I had it for 10 years. And I got suspended. So I focused to rebuild the Zeri High Life account, tweeting like I'm on my main account, just wrestling, boom, 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 content. And now I'm getting back to, like, now I have like 4,000 some followers. So if y'all want to talk to me, retweet my selfies, my TikToks, my voice tweets, view my tweets. If you want to interact with me, be a part of videos, follow me on Twitter, man. My Twitter is my Twitter is a projection, not a projection, a projector playing the thoughts in my mind. Not a projection. That sounds like a little serious. I'm talking just like a projector on the whiteboard. And then, you know, I'm cool to follow on Twitter. I'd assume, you know, I don't know. That's just one of my, for content purposes, if you're like, damn, what is the most consistent way I could see X? It's on Twitter or Twitch. And my Twitch is even better because think talking Schmacked, but with games. And that is my Zeri High Life Twitch account because we be high as hell over there playing games with the homies. Just literally whatever game I want to play. Skyrim, Yakuza, SmackDown versus Raw 2007, 2K19, WWE 2K19 by the way, Rock Band. Me and Cluster Truck are on bad terms right now, but Cluster Truck, that's happened. Just a lot. Uno, oh my god, Uno, and I also want to focus my alternate channel. Speak like this is making sense on Uno. My alternate channel, I want to I want to post all of our Twitch highlights to this channel that you're watching Talking Schmacked on, because I feel like gaming videos do not do well on my main channel. We tried the SmackDown vs. Raw series, the SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 series. People just, it just doesn't do well. People like me on camera just talking or doing things with my followers. They like stupid shit. They want videos like that. So I want to do the gaming stuff over here, and of course a lot of those videos will be cannabis infused, and those videos will be from our live streams. So hopefully we're gonna get that shit rolling soon. Man, I hope y'all been enjoying this podcast so far. I do. Like, honestly, the first episode of this did pretty well. I'm really grateful that people want to listen to it. And I hope, well, I'm not gonna, what I do hope you are enjoying this one. I want this one to even do better than the last, and then the next one to do better. You know, we want to grow here because I'm not used to podcasting, but I listen to podcasts all the time. My favorite, I don't know if I talked about this in the last podcast, but I fucking love Deadlock, dude. Like, for those who, I just dropped the little empty cart on my bong. For those who don't know me well enough to know my other content, like you're just now, like this is your first time seeing me, like you just stumbled upon Talking Schmacked. My name is Zarius, right? My name is Zarius, but I go by X3 in the wrestling community. I've been making wrestling content literally, well, I'll say I've been making wrestling content as X3 since 2016. I've been making YouTube content. TikTok was been blowing up. So I'm just in the wrestling community. You feel me? That's where my fan base currently is. And I do want to build a fan base outside of wrestling, aka, the rotation here, right? So I just want to build people. If you guys watch wrestling, that is cool too. But we're not going to make this content wrestling related as much. Like, well, we'll talk about some shit here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that in a few days, in a week away, I will be in Atlantic City for GCW Homecoming, and I am fucking hyped, dude. Oh my god, man. If y'all are gonna be in Atlantic City that weekend and you see me, say what's up, man. You feel me? I'm not nothing to be nervous to talk about. I'm cool. We right here. You can always approach me. What's up, man? Oh, what's up? How you got? Give me some skin. Give me some skin. I love meeting people, dude. It's the best, bro. Like, I've had that moment a few times where I've gotten just been at a show chilling and someone approached me, say, yo, are you actually? That shit's fucking surreal to me every time. It hits every time. Like, dude, what? You enjoy my content, bro? Like, you feel me? You be watching over there? I'm so high. It's crazy. I just love meeting people, especially people that enjoy my content, because I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all help me more than y'all know. For real. Help me more than y'all know. And I love helping you. I love when people are like, damn, I had a shit day. I'm glad you dropped a video. Or I'm glad I'm in the stream. You feel me? Like, I love shit like that, bro. Because I love y'all. I want to see everybody happy. I'm like, you feel me? I love that shit, bro. Incredible. I don't know if I don't know my starting point before that conversation. I'm gonna be honest with you. The derailer has struck again. I don't know where the fuck. I feel like y'all should take a hit every time I derail myself from conversation. You actually don't do that, because you'll probably, boy, you be about high as hell doing something like that. God. Alright, man. I'm pretty sure, no. I remember. We were talking about podcasts, right? Because we were talking about favorite podcasts. Because I mentioned Deadlock. Anyways, we're gonna hop back to that one. I love Deadlock. Shout out Johnny, Tony, Pulse, Marcus. Like, fuck, dude, it's such a good podcast. That's what I was. It was definitely this. When in terms of wrestling, that's my favorite podcast to listen to, other than the Tiger Driver podcast. Shout out Chris. You feel me? But the homie right there. But no, like, I literally look forward to Mondays to hear Post intro. The boys are back in town, and they just fucking are there. All three of them are hilarious, and the way that they bounce off each other reminds me of me and my friend group when we do, like, it's amazing to listen to how much fun they have doing the shit, and like just the bits, like the insiders, bro. Like, there's so many references that we make to each other, like me and my friends. Like, that's a grade A podcast. If you are a wrestling fan and you somehow do not listen to Deadlock, you are missing the fuck out. They talk about AEW. They always start the show with like retro reviews. So they'll do like old, like Ruthless Aggression SmackDown, Attitude Era SmackDown Raws, like good shit. You feel me? And they talk about like the ridiculous shit too. Like, it's so fucking funny, dude. They talk about WCW, TNA, which I appreciate because I didn't watch TNA or WCW a lot. Hell, I barely watched WWE growing up. I didn't have cable. I was a SmackDown only dude. Honestly, I thought SmackDown I thought SmackDown was like the only brand. I didn't even know what Raw was until I started playing the games. I'm like, oh shit, wait, what? That's just how I grew up, man. Like, especially, like, people be talking about having wrestling figure collections. I did not have that. I had 2 wrestling figures. So I had a Shelton Benjamin, and I'm pretty sure I had John Cena. Every so often I'd get a few more, but that's after the other ones break or like I lose them, you feel me? But I always had 2. I always made sure I had 2. So my John Cena was Triple H. My Triple H was Umaga, who was also John Cena and Triple H. My John Cena was Batista when I needed him. My John Cena was Randy Orton. My Shelton Benjamin was Batista too. Like, and then I had actually a Batista. So like, I had an imagination early. And I had to, bro, because I only had 2. I couldn't just run Shelton and John my whole life. I couldn't run that feud. They wasn't gonna fight forever for real. I had to use my imagination, bro. That's just how it was. And when I started playing the games, I'm like, damn, Raw, I don't even know how to watch Raw. Like, where do I watch Raw at? And then I eventually moved in with my mom. That's when I started finding out, like, that's how I started watching Raw. Wait, no. Yeah, like, growing up, because I was living with my dad and my grandma and my grandparents. I was living with my dad and my grandparents from as much as I can remember, like, the start of my conscience kicking in. So, like, kindergarten to, like, 2nd grade. And I moved in 3rd grade. So, like, closer to 2nd grade is when we had cable. That's when I started figuring out about Raw. It was like close to like 2006 then. But then I moved to my mom's, so I was able to watch like Raw even more, and then SmackDown. But like I mainly would watch it in the summertime. That's when I can remember watching Raw and shit, and like just wrestling in general was in the summertime of my childhood. And then like 3rd grade and 4th grade is when I started going over there in the summer, like for the summer, is when I started watching it more and more throughout my childhood. So like, yeah, for a while before that, did not know how to watch Raw. Didn't know where to find Raw. Was like, what the fuck? Nah, so I've always bled blue. Bled blue. Yeah, I always bled blue. Another podcast though I really enjoy. Not a wrestling podcast. Hokage Thoughts from the Black Hokage, formerly known as Mighty War Negro. Honestly, one of my favorite content creators. Like, literally, like, I have a few that I really like. I would say like idolize, but I learned so, like, okay. TBH is a content creator that I look up to and that I am inspired by a lot. And like that's where I wanted to. His podcast is a real reason why I wanted to make this one. I've learned so much from his podcast, and he talks about life, gaming. Like he's a gaming content creator, but he talks about life, fitness, saying health, finance, like all that shit in his podcast. Like talk about the news topics. So he also is just like a smart ass dude that's always open to learning. So like I just hear he just dropped gems all the fucking time. And like when I was going through some of the hardest times, like back in 2019, and that's when he like kind of started Hokage Thoughts, I'm like, thank you, dude. Fuck, bro, because like 2019, I was boy, my brain, dude. I'm grateful for being where we at right now, feeling good up top. Because in 2019, man, every day was just dragging, bro. I was just in situations, and I'm like, fuck, dude, I want to move away, and I did move to the Vibe House. And Hokage Thoughts is a podcast I used to listen to a lot that really helped me through that. I'm like, damn, this boy is spitting. Great podcast. Another podcast I really enjoy, the New Day podcast. Going back over to the wrestling side. The New Day Biggie and Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods are some of the funniest dudes alive, bro. Because you wouldn't think of it as a random, like an actual wrestling podcast. Because they are wrestlers at the WWE, but their podcast, they are just telling stories and it's not like a wrestling. They are talking about their burial plots lately and doing the weekend at Bernie's with Big E. They talk about funny shit on this podcast. Yes, some of it is wrestling, but that's a podcast you really don't have to watch wrestling to even enjoy, low key. But it makes it better because they're just great humans. And then another podcast I listened to, Loosely Outlined, recently just started with the Black Hokage and one of his homies, Zaya J. Or did I say right? Zaya J. Is that her name? Zaya J? Yeah. Those two are like they're friends. It's she I don't know much about her, but I'm like learning because I just found out about her in that podcast, because she also streams, I believe, but TBH introduced me to her through Loosely Outlined. I'm not literally introduced, you know what I mean. Content wise, she's cool as hell, very funny, and those two have great conversations and bounce off each other really well. So those are podcasts I enjoy, and that really made me really want to get into talking Schmacked. Have a podcast where I just talk about whatever pops into my brain. A lot of people have news podcasts or rest podcasts. Why can't I just have a podcast? I talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. Go off the top. It's me. And yeah, that's what we're here for. And I want it to be formatted in this way where you could smoke, listen to, just watch and enjoy while I make a fool of myself. That's the format I want to go for, and I hope it works for you, and I hope you enjoy it, Man, I really feel like I've been talking forever. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even know what to name this. Because that's the joy of this, dude. Man, it's also closing on 4 a.m, and I really was thinking to myself, I'm gonna take the night off from streaming, just kind of relax tonight. And here I am recording the podcast. Maybe this is how I relax. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta do what you feel like you need to do. And I was like, let me get up and record a goddamn podcast. I don't think that maybe it made sense. I don't know. Oh my goodness, man. Boy, I've been looking at these Better Made Sweet Barbecue Flavored Potato Chips all podcast. I don't want to crunch these chips all in y'all ear, but let me tell you something. When I press stop recording and I turn the light off, or maybe I switch over to red, that's my chill setting, is the red light, throw on some music, I'm gonna fuck these chips up, bro. I got the munchies. I'm about to fuck these chips up, dude. I did not want to ruffle the bag and crunch all in y'all ear, go to Flavor Time, but I tell you, it's not looking good for you right now, chips. It's not looking good for you, dude. Ooh, man. I feel like that's a good little stopping point. I don't really have much to talk about. I didn't ask for questions on my Twitter for this episode because I felt like if I was going to tweet it out earlier and I didn't end up filming it again, I would have been upset myself. So we don't have any Twitter questions this week, but I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of Talking Schmacked. If you did, please leave a like on the video version. If you're watching us, just share the podcast version, give it 5 stars wherever you leave a positive rating, review, comment, wherever this podcast is being distributed. I know for right now we're on Spotify and Anchor FM. We're gonna probably push over to Apple Music and wherever else people listen to podcasts. If you would like to follow me on Twitter, my Twitter is @ZeriHighLife. I tweet bullshit, selfies, videos, TikToks, you know what I'm saying? I'm a fun follow. And you can also be a part of my main channel content over on youtube.com/X3 with 4 E's. That's XTHREEEE. Yeah, there you go. And then once again, I assume you are subscribed to the Zeri High Life channel. If you're watching this video right now, if you're not, go ahead. Go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do that. And hit that subscribe button. And it don't cost you nothing to subscribe. Oh man, do I have anything else to plug? Follow my Instagram and my TikTok, both X304Es. I'm just plugging it all, man. Just make it woo. That's the plug noise. That's the plug noise. Woo. Also, if you enjoyed this particular episode, tweet me and let me know your favorite parts of the episode, or just tweet me that you enjoy it. Like, just, you know, just let me know you are enjoying this, because that's how you keep getting more episodes. You feel me? Okay, I'm done talking. I think we can wrap it up here. Until then, like I end everything else I do, I always want to remind you to take it sleazy.